What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be doing a couple different things. I got a tree back here that I would like to cut down. It's kind of half dead and it's leaning toward the area where I'm putting my cabin. It's that tree right there. It's kind of missing like half of its branches, and I just kind of want to get rid of it before there's a bunch of buildings here, and then I can finish getting the rest of my stuff set up. So I'm gonna get that tree cut up, and I'm also gonna cut it up into firewood right away. So I'm gonna get all my stuff ready to go to get this tree cut down. We're gonna try and drop it in between where the cabin's being built and the carport. Try not to hit anything. So I'm gonna get the saw, some wedges. I gotta put the dogs in the camper while I cut it down so I don't drop the tree on top of them. And then yeah, we're gonna cut this wood up and split it for firewood. Get the saw filled up with gas and oil, grease the chain. Sorry about the background noise. I got the generator running, trying to charge some batteries right now. Saw, wedges, just gotta grab the axe. We'll head up to the tree. Alright, so here's the tree we're working with. I'm gonna try and drop it right there in between the carport and the cabin build. It's kind of got a bunch of dead branches on it, so first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get all them dead branches cleared off the bottom, so we got a good nice working area. And then I'm gonna get the dogs in the camper so that we can get this thing cut down. Alright, it's all cleaned up. Put the dogs away. Come on, boys! Here's number two. Number one! Here comes number one. Alright, I'm going to set you guys up about here. There's the tree. Right there. It's coming down right towards you, but I got the camera far enough away, it shouldn't hit the camera, so here we go. Well, that went perfect. Didn't even have to use any wedges or nothing, and it fell exactly where I wanted it to. So now we're gonna get this thing limbed up. Probably gonna limb it in place, and then I'm gonna hook a chain to the log itself with the truck and drag it out into this flat area, and then I'll buck that up into firewood. Okay, I'll do the other end. Alright, that should be most of them. So now we'll pull her out with the truck, and if there's any left, we'll get the rest of the limbs and then probably cut it up into, I don't know what size wood stove I'm going to have yet, so I'm kind of unsure. Probably like 16 to 20 inch pieces. gotta split it all. Whew. Alright, I gotta go pick Lisa up from work because her truck's got a blown brake line right now. So I gotta fix that. So I gotta go pick her up and then we gotta do laundry. Then we're coming back, getting to work on doing the rest of the strings for the footings for the cabin. I'll split the rest of this wood a different time. So we'll see when we get back. Alright guys, we're back on the build site now. The other day I went to go pick Lisa up from work after I was cutting that tree down. We got back to the land here and it started raining and it didn't stop for like 2 days. And it's just been windy and cold and rainy. But it's kind of dried up now, so I'm going to get back to work on these holes. I got the rest of the strings laid out and all my marks on there, so I know where to drop my plumb bob down to get the center of my piers. I measured these holes. Couple of the holes I have dug too deep, so right now I'm going to shovel some dirt back into these holes and level them out and hit them with the tamper and pack them down so that they're good and packed down, level and flat, and then once we get that squared away, then we can start getting the rest of the holes filled in. Okay, so I measured all these holes and I need the hole to be roughly 40 inches deep because I'm trying to have this cabin sit about 16 inches above the ground, and I'm going to be able to have to crawl underneath there to put plywood on the floor to close the floor off on the bottom. So I need enough room to be able to crawl underneath there. That's the one reason. Second reason is because I think we're going to get a lot of snow here, and I think it would be cool to have the cabin sitting up off the ground a little bit just in case we do get a ton of snow. We're not like burying the cabin in snow. I measured all these holes. Besides these, I think it's like 4 holes that are shallow. All of the rest of them have to have a little bit of dirt put back into them. Yeah, I got 4 holes that are already shallow because there was a huge rock in the bottom, so I couldn't dig any farther with the excavator. So the rest of them we're going to have to put dirt in. This one about 8 inches, this one about 11 inches, 6 inches, and so on and so forth. So it's, yeah, it's just like a couple inches of dirt. So I'm just going to shovel some dirt in there, get the packer, pack it down, throw one of the footings in the hole, put the level on it, and get it leveled out. Alright, this one should be good now. It's getting packed down. I probably have to put a little more dirt on this side over here once I get the footing in here. Just to see. I'm not 100% sure. I'm just, from the looks of it, it looks like this side's a little low. So I might have to put a little more dirt in here, but my height is just about right. So we can move on to the next hole now. What are you doing, Moondog? Alright, that one's done. On to the next. What's up, guys? So before I went to go get a different battery for the camera, and all my batteries were dead, so I had to charge batteries, and I also had to go pick Lisa up from work. And we ran a few errands. Now we're back to the camper. I took a 10-minute break with my bow to go hunt elk for a minute, and I had a 5-point bull. I called a 5-point bull in to like 40 yards, but he wasn't like what I'm really after. He was a little bit, I don't know, a little kind of smaller, but so holding out for a bigger one, but cool excitement after getting back here. So we're gonna get back to working on these holes now. Lisa's working on that one over there, and I'm gonna start working on these other deeper ones. So get the dirt done, and then we can get these footings in. We'll go see how Lisa did on her job. Yeah, looks alright. A little bit high on that side, I think, but we'll make it work. How much room is there from the ground to the surface? 19.5, 20 inches, something. So, won't be much of a tube and footing here, but obviously there's a huge boulder right here, so I don't really think anything's going to go anywhere. Alright, we got all the holes to our desired height, which is like 40 inches. So now we're going to start leveling out all the footings. And then we can start putting all the dirt back in the holes once the footings are leveled out and the tubes are in. Okay, so me and Lisa just threw all the footings in all the holes and ran a plumb bob down to see, or to get them centered and to see if all of our holes were going to work. We got 3 holes that we need to dig the wall out probably 6 inches because the footing will not come over far enough. So we're going to take some big pry bars and chisels and we're going to chisel out the side wall to get the footing to slide over far enough, and then we should be able to level them out and fill the dirt in. Alright guys, it's getting pretty dark out, so we're probably going to call it a night. We still got to make dinner yet. But we'll pick back up on this right away in the morning. Pretty much have all holes done now. All we have to do is just get the footings in their final place. Start putting dirt on them. Put the tubes in there. Start putting dirt on the tubes. And then I'm hoping by this next week we can get a concrete truck up here, get all these tubes full, and the foundation will be done. And then the fun part will start, because the framing is going to be so much better. This foundation stuff kind of sucks, to be frank. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, all that good jazz. And we'll see you in the morning.